A man who became an orphan early in his life, dedicated to taking care of his younger half-brother. A man who was relentless to free his people from the colonial shackles that held them for years. A man who coined his name from a legendary traditional belt, and no one dared call him anything else other than Kenyatta. Today we look at Jomo Kenyatta's time in the highest political seat in the country and the contributions he made in this period.
An African who writes a study of this kind is encroaching on their preserves.
In 1963, Kenya gained independence thanks to freedom fighters like the Mau Mau fighters, Field Marshal Dedan Kimathi, Makan Singh, Tom Mboya and Jomo Kenyatta, who is considered as one of Kenya's founding fathers.
Darkness and death, but to light and prosperity.
The anti-colonial activist, who was regarded as one of the outstanding African leaders now living in 1974, has arguably done more for the Republic before independence than during his reign as Kenya's first president since independence. He led the Kenya African National Union from 1961 to his death. As president, he pursued policies of economic developments and social reforms and played a leading role in the African movement. He oversaw the drafting of Kenya's first constitution in 1963 and its early amendment when it was replaced in 1969.
I am well aware that I could not do justice to this subject without offending those professional friends of the African, who are prepared to maintain their friendship for eternity as a sacred duty, provided only that the African will continue to play the part of an ignorant savage.
Kenyatta's government also implemented land reforms aimed at redistributing land from large landowners to small farmers. Various primary, secondary, and higher learning expansions were also very evident during Kenyatta's regime.
On 11 December 1967.
Goes without saying, Kenyatta's government also received heavy criticism. He banned opposition political parties and imprisoned opponents, hindering freedom of speech. Throughout his regime, much favouritism towards the Agikuyu community and nepotism reigned, causing a lot of tensions. Also, political assassinations were very rampant during his term, with the likes of Pio Gama Pinto, Mboya and J.M. Kariuki being assassinated while all sharing one thing in common: opposing Kenyatta's rule.
Kenya needed stability, not a new upheaval. He overruled the radicals. He had no place for Mau Mau. He ordered the few fighters left in the forest to come out. Kenyatta gave them nothing, but greeted them as heroes.
Jomo Kenyatta will forever be regarded as the father of the nation. He advocated for the abolishment of the racial segregation way of life, evident when he struck fear into the hearts of the white settlers after his release in August 1961. He was a father figure not only to Kenyans but Africans as well. He died on the 22nd of August 1978, leaving the state in the hands of the then Vice President Daniel Arap Moi as a stand-in. He was later elected in Kenya's first election as the next president. In summary, Jomo Kenyatta led the Kenya African National Union, whose agenda was firmly rooted in social Africanism. He became Kenya's first Prime Minister in 1963 and oversaw her first draft of the Constitution and its early amendment. During this time, he is said to have built over 300 schools. He also has an estimated number of 10 or more institutions and facilities to his name, including 2 statues in Nairobi City, a hospital, and an airport. He also implemented land reforms dedicated to returning land belonging to average farmers that was wrongfully taken. To all Kenyans and Africans as well, he was a symbol of better days to come, free from oppression and segregation, a voice of freedom. Thank you for engaging in history. See you on the next video.